Hello, 45 Alpha Charlie Papa channel here. Today we're here with the old gunsmith, and I've got a Russian Tokarev here that I picked up at a great deal at a gun show.
Show it to the people.
I didn't want to sweep you with it.
Oh.
Even though I know the slide's open, there's nothing in it. It is clear. But, I picked up this Russian Tokarev. Probably like a Vietnam bringback. It does not have the safety on it, but it is a mismatched slide in frame. The frame is older than the slide. Slide is 41, the frame's around 38, 36, 38, something like that. It's hard to read. So, we were kind of taking a look at it and, seeing why it wasn't shooting as well as it could. The rifling in it seems to be fairly strong, but, it looks like we've got maybe a little bit of damage there on the crown.
See, now if you hold it up like that, you wouldn't sweep me.
Yeah.
Well, we can pull this old thing down here and give it a little magnification. Magnify it some.
Magnify it?
All right. Right here, there seems to be a little flat area. So if we take and we re-crown this, we don't even have to put a drill in there and what do you call that?
Counterbore?
Counterbore it. I think we can just take a crowning tool and re-crown that and take that out of there, and I'll bet that will fix a lot of your accuracy problems.
Cool. I really didn't want to. Yeah, well, let's try that. I didn't want to ruin the authentication or
authenticity
of the pistol.
Mm-hmm.
And I can buy a new barrel for it, but if we can make it shoot.
Well, yeah, you got a good deal on it. Why put any more money in it than you have to if it can be fixed easily? Let's try fixing it.
All right.
It's your gun, so I'm going to let you take it apart. Besides which, I don't own a Tokarev, so I might screw it up.
Okay. Well, they're pretty easy to take apart.
Holy cow! Not having ever had a Tokarev apart, that sure is kind of John Browning-ish.
Yes.
Holy cow! That's like 1911 in miniature. Look at that.
And we got a barrel out.
You got the link. You got the bushing.
The bushing.
You got the guide rod and spring.
I think it was based off a little earlier version of a Browning design.
Holy cow! I think John Browning ought to sue these guys. A lot of good that'd do.
Yeah. just different enough.
Just different enough. Yeah, that's. I mean, boy, that is so John Browning that it's almost scary.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna take a look at this. What caliber is that?
That is a 308 barrel.
It's a 308 barrel, 7.62. Well, what we need here is a chamfering cutter. And there's a couple ways you can get these. You can buy a kit like this for one caliber. It will give you the handle and the 90-degree facing cutter and the 45-degree chamfering cutter and a guide for one caliber. So you don't have to pay for an entire super kit. Super kits are also available. They're terribly expensive, but they are available. If we go and we take the...
They were what, about
$500? Yeah, last I heard. And we find what we do is we find the muzzle guide that will fit it the tightest in there. Okay. That one's obviously a little too big. This one's too small because it rattles. And we've got one in 308, and of course you could just go ahead and put a caliper on there and measure them, but there's the one that fits correctly. So we're going to take this muzzle guide or insert that fits the barrel, and we're going to put it on our 45-degree chamfering cutter and get our little Allen wrench. I'll think of the name of these things. As I'm getting older, everything's getting to be a challenge. And a handle. Put it all together. And now what you've got is you have a guide that will hold it perpendicular to the barrel. You've got a cutter that will cut just the very edge of this to get rid of that flat spot. And a handle to do it with. It's all done by hand. Now normally in the old days, this would have been a job that could only be done with a lathe. But thanks to our friends at Brownells, who have developed over the years, here's a page from the Brownells catalog that shows every single caliber that's available with the different options that you can get it with, or the entire kit for, in this old catalog, $499. And that's a lot of money for this big kit. But if you're doing a lot of work either handgun or muzzle rifle muzzles, it might be worth your while. You just have to decide whether or not that's something you would need to invest in. So what we want to do is we're going to move to the vise now. All right, we're gonna take the barrel and we'll put it in the soft jaws on the vise. These are plywood jaws that will hold this without marking it. Make sure it's good and tight. And we'll get a drop of oil to put on our guide so that it glides in there really nice. Spread it around a little bit. Go in here. And this will only cut one way, so you don't want to turn it backwards.
Yeah, if you turn it backwards, you'll roll the edge off, and then you'll need a new cutter.
Right. And so we're just going to take a small cut like that. Pull it off. Clean the edges up. Let's take a look at it again. I don't really like the way that's still looking over there. I think we need to just a little bit more. And we'll go over here and get a brush to make sure we don't carry any of the chips into there. We don't want to get a chip against the side and really mess up what we've just done. It's really a minor job, but like everything else in the world, you can screw it up if you work at it. I'm putting very light pressure on this. I just want to smooth, just want to clean it up. I'm not trying to cut this a foot deep. Pull my magnifier down here and look at my edge. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. You want to look at this edge here, right where the barrel ends and goes into the crown. Mm-hmm. You want that really nice smooth edge without any chips
or hiccups in it.
Right. So that, I think we've got all that cleaned up. I'd take this out to the range now and try it and see if that hasn't improved it any.
Yeah, that should save me a whole lot of money for a new barrel.
Yeah, let's run a cleaning pass through there to make sure we don't have any chips in the rifling. Patch or bore brush. Push the patch through there. Make sure there's no chips. I think we're ready to go and take that one out shooting and see what that'll do.
Yeah, we'll take this out and shoot it.
You shot this before?
Yes, I shot it before.
So now we'll shoot it after and see if we got an improvement.
Yeah, and if you want to see the video I did on the pistol itself and how it was shooting when I got it, I'll put a link down below.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I think we've probably fixed this. I mean, it's really a minor problem. Let's talk a little bit about if it was worse. Had this been more than just a little nick on the edge of the rifling, we could have either cut it off. You know, we could have cut just basically the crown off. Take a 1/16 of it off, which you could do in a way that you can do with a hacksaw. And then you would take a 90-degree cutter and put it on this handle. You can see the difference there. This is a 90, and you put that same guide on, and you would face it to where it's absolutely 100% flat, 100% perpendicular to the bore. So that's important stuff. That'd be absolutely flat. Then you could come back with this one and do the same thing to counterbore it, or to, I should say, to crown it. Cut the edge, just break that edge, and get a nice smooth face there. And that would shorten the whole barrel just you know, a titch, a 1/16 of an inch, you'd still be able to fit in there. And if you had a bigger gouge, that's how you would fix it. You would do it by shortening the whole barrel just a little bit until you got past that gouge, and then run that 45-degree cutter in there. So this is the old gunsmith, and Papa over here,
yep,
Dreisman, Dreisman? Dreisman. That's Dreisman over here. He's the chief cook and bottle washer here at the 45 Alpha Charlie Papa channel. And, you know, we all work for him, and he drives us like slaves. And we get no thanks and no remuneration. So what we live for is your praise on the comments below. So you can tell us what a great job we did or not. Up to you. Until the next time, this is the old gunsmith and Reisman saying happy trails. Happy trails to you until we meet again.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.